going on, everybody? Once again, this is Mr. Span coming to you again with yet another video. Welcome to Span TV, and today I want to discuss some of the opposition to President Obama and the racial aspect of some of the opposition to President Obama that we've been seeing as of late. I've been watching and trying to pay as much attention as I can to the healthcare debate, and you come across some of the Tea Party protest, the birther movement. There's all different kinds of opposition towards the president. It seems the honeymoon is over for him as of now. But I really want to tackle the racial dynamic as to why he's seeing some of this opposition. One of the things that I always find funny is how you have certain, you have your deniers pretty much that are saying, well, my opposition to President Obama has nothing to do with the fact that he's black, or that he's half white also, so that argument has no basis. But I want to show you a few things that pretty much makes that null and void, that whole argument null and void. There is a racial component to a lot of the opposition that President Obama is facing, and let me show you a few things. Just a sec. All right, here you have a guy with the Obama's Plan White Slavery sign, and you have to wonder, where in any of Obama's policies does it say that white folks are going to become slaves? Where is this supposed to happen? When is this supposed to happen? Why is it that once a black man becomes president, or even you got the corner that says he's half black, whatever, when a black man becomes president, that white folks think they're going to become slaves? Where does that notion come from? Strong enough for where this man feels like he has to make a sign and walk the streets of wherever the hell they are, and walk, with no shame with it. It's stupid, it's blatant racism, but I bet you they'll deny that. Same thing with this picture here. Obama, what you talking about, Willis, spend my money. This statement would not be made if Obama were not a black man. If anybody, I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this video is familiar with the show Different Strokes, and how Arnold, or Gary Coleman's character Arnold, would always say, what you talking about, Willis? This statement would not be made if this weren't, a black man in the White House. This is plain and simple, obvious, just blatant. I'm 6 years old and I owe $36,400 in taxes. Vote Libertarian. This kid has no idea what libertarianism means. This kid has no idea how much he owes in taxes. And we talk about indoctrination. When the kids were going back to school a few weeks ago, there was a big uproar about the speech that Obama was giving, to encourage the kids going back to school. And you had people pulling their kids out of school because they didn't want their children listening to this Obama speech. And never in history that I know of has that ever happened to where parents were pulling their kids out of school because the president was addressing school children. That's never happened. I could be wrong, but I want you to point to me a time where people were actually pulling their kids out of school because they didn't want their kids hearing what the president had to say. Blatant. And you want to talk about indoctrination? This is a form of it right here. This kid has no idea what sign he's holding up, but he's at a rally talking about vote Libertarian. Same thing with this here. This lady and her 4 children. The kids have no idea what they're protesting against. They're questioning whether or not they have liberty or not. Obviously, you do if you're able to walk among, you're able to openly question your government. But I want you to take a look right there in the middle of the picture here. You see that Curious George doll? How many times did we see during the campaign that they compared, Barack Obama to a monkey? They compared him to Curious George. It's out and out. These people are doing it, and they'll say up and down, no, it's nothing racial about it at all. We just don't agree with President Obama's policies. Bullshit. We will not go quietly into the socialist night. This kid may be 3 or 4 years old. What the hell does a 3 or 4-year-old know about socialism? And why is he holding the sign? Why is he at this rally? You know, it's funny how they talked about Obama indoctrinating children when you see the indoctrination of children by these very same people. It's wild. I mean, it's just the audacity, really, to say that this doesn't exist when it's clear that it does is just mind-boggling to me. You know, then you have, you know, this sign here with the President of the United States, the leader of the free world, basically being depicted as a jungle bushman with a bone in his nose. You know, basically, honestly, with this picture, it just seems to me like they're just trying to delegitimize his accomplishment of becoming president. That he's incompetent, that he's unqualified for the position. You know, they've even, you know, talked about him not even being, you know, a member of the United States. He's not a citizen of the United States. He wasn't born here. We'll get into that in another video. But, you know, just this is just out and out blatant racism. I don't care how you cut it. This, you know, and it says Obamacare. What the hell does this have to do with the healthcare debate? What does it have to do with the debate? Nothing at all, other than to point out his African ethnicity. Nothing at all to do with the healthcare debate. The zoo has an African and the White House has a lion African. And you know what's funny? This lady is sitting up here, she's smiling, and I will guarantee you that if you asked her whether or not she opposes Obama because of his policies or whether or not it's because she's black, she would 9 times out of 10 say she's opposing him because of his policies. Never mind what the, you know, what the sign says. She's calling him a lion African. So she's saying he's lying. I guess she's saying he's lying about his policies, but she's also pointing out that he's black. Come on now. Obamanomics, monkey see, monkey spin. Yet another example of how they want to, you know, compare the president to being a monkey, the black man as a monkey, the president as a monkey. And it's a kid holding a sign. And you want to talk about the indoctrination of kids when, you know, like I said, a few weeks back, president just wanted to talk to kids about the importance of them being in school and doing well in school. And you have, you know, kids walking around with signs like this at political rallies. It's blatant. And for all of the people that deny that this kind of stuff is going on, it's like, how can you deny it when, you know, this is, you can easily go on the internet and find this stuff. It's not like I had a hard time finding this shit. And, you know, a lot of times they'll say, well, you know, those people are the minority or whatever. They're there. And they're open and they're free to say what they're saying. This is America and you're free to do that. But you can't deny that this element is here. So these, you know, this is a couple examples of what I was trying to show, that it's blatant and it's here and it's right in our faces and people need to acknowledge it.
All right, now after seeing that, I challenge anybody to say that there isn't a racial component to a lot of the opposition that the president has been facing as of late, when, you know, dealing with, you know, the whole healthcare debate and whatever else has been going on. You know, there is a racial component to a lot of the opposition that he faces, and it's blatant, it's out in the open, and they're doing it all the time, no matter how much they want to deny it. And, you know, we just have to confront it, be open and honest about how we feel when we're discussing these issues. And that's really what I wanted to point out, is that, you know, you can't deny this stuff is happening. So, you know, a lot of the other things I want to touch on, but, you know, you only get 10 minutes on YouTube. So, I'll address those in a couple more videos. But I want to thank you guys for checking this one out, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching Span TV. Peace.